Hi, what's going on? Welcome to Baller Central, where you can find us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Music, and Google Podcast. I mean, Apple Podcast, my fault, and Google Podcasts. Feel me?
What's this?
Got you. You feel me? We're here
It's our
today,
hands.
Fantastic Four. Um, and we're just gonna get into some NFC talk. We're gonna give our little predictions or what we have, our thoughts on these teams, and we're gonna keep it pushing, man. Let's go, John. It's on you.
Hey,
That's what's
nice
up.
and
All
to,
right,
nice and to
guys.
the point. We like that.
Let's start off with something we all know. All right. NFC South. My first question to you guys is: will this be Tom Brady's last year?
No.
Okay.
He'll have surgery again in off season. So
I think it depends on how this year goes, honestly. But
Mm-hmm.
if they win a good 11, 12 games, he'll be back again.
Okay. What about you, Phil? How do you feel about it? You're the Tom Brady fan.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he'll probably, like I said, as long as his team is somewhat competitive, or at least competitive, I think he'll stay unless they know that they're going to be trash the next season. So I don't see the Bucks being trash until like another 2-3 years. So I think he's staying.
Okay. Akeem, what about you? How are you feeling about it?
So I think he's going to continue playing.
Can't hear you.
Oh, we can't hear you, Akeem.
God fucking damn it.
Hold on. Experiencing some technical difficulties.
While he does that, I'll say this though. I will find it very crazy if Tom Brady doesn't sign like a one-day deal to retire with the Patriots.
You think so? I don't think he'll do that.
It's like
One day deal.
When he retired with the Bucks the first time this offseason, he didn't even thank the Patriots. So I mean, I'm all right. So and this is why I asked the question, because it's kind of my prediction. I think this might be his last season. I don't know if it is. It probably won't be. I think you guys are overall right. But before we get Akeem's opinion, I mean, personally, I think him taking some time off during training camp to be with his family. Do you know what I mean? I think he almost
face surgery.
He wanted to come back to win one more, and if he wins another Super Bowl, I think that's it for him. And I think that's the last thing you can check off the box. I mean, that'll be 8 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Been to 11. Do you know what I mean? Like how much more can we do? And I'm not saying Tom Brady can't do more. He can do way more. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that he is the ceiling. Do you know what I'm saying?
He hasn't been to 12?
No, I think he's only been to 10, right?
Pesky NFC East.
He's only lost 3. So
Giants, Eagles.
yeah, the 2 Giants and the Eagles. But Akeem, what are your thoughts on it? Do you think he retires like me, or do you, if he wins a Super Bowl, or do you think this is?
Are we retiring, John?
I do. No, not me. I'm talking about. I think that's the path he's going to go on if he wins the Super Bowl.
Said like me. We don't want to lose you already. Damn, John.
Okay, well, yeah, I might retire.
Don't end your
My points
broadcast
aren't
journalism
made.
career already.
Just saying, listen. You got to listen to us a little bit more. All right, Akeem, what do you got? We still can't hear you, Akeem. This technical difficulty, man. It's crazy.
So sign language, Akeem. Sign language.
Yeah.
ASL?
That the ASL, that'd be lit. More viewers too. That's a universal sign. All right, cool. So,
I only know the J for ASL. It's just this. That's it. That's all I know.
Okay, I like that. That's pretty lit. My brother majored in college, so I'm
One of my
I'm
friends,
big ASL.
Akeem said wow, by the way.
one of my friends has been trying to teach me ASL for the longest, but I just don't have the bandwidth for that.
It's pretty difficult too. You got to keep it up. That's what my brother was saying. Akeem, are you back? Still no.
Akeem needs to give everyone a look at sarcasm. Stands up. I'll be Akeem's translator throughout the episode. So, John,
Okay.
go on to the next question. I'll translate for Akeem. I got you.
What does Akeem think of Tom Brady? Does he think he's going to retire?
I think from Akeem's facial reactions and words, I think that fuck Tom Brady. I never liked him. His old ass needs to retire immediately. So, next question.
Was he mad he wasn't a Cowboy? I think that's a little bit of it.
I mean, Dak Prescott, Tony
Oh,
Romo, way
hold
better
on,
than
hold
Tom
on,
Brady,
hold on.
skill-wise.
Hold on, we
So,
got a private chat going.
okay.
Never
hold on.
said that. I like that, Akeem.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Read this instead. Okay. Tom Brady doesn't deserve any of the Super Bowls. It was all his defense and kickers. Troy Aikman on top. Okay. Next question, John.
Okay. All right. Next question.
Wait, hold on. He said something else. He said Dak Prescott will blow Tom Brady out of the water any day.
Oh my
Yeah, I saw
God.
that.
This is Dallas juice. Wow.
And Dez caught that. Okay, next question.
Got you. Well, I do believe Dez caught
He
it.
said he doesn't think that he's going to retire this year, But Ezekiel Elliott's a better quarterback than Tom Brady too, so he might as well.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to retire this year. I think he's going to retire next week. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, John, we'll move on to the next question.
All right, next question. Do you guys feel that Baker Mayfield's going to make a big impact with the Panthers? I don't know if he wins the division. Are you done? Can I finish the question? I don't know if he wins the division. I'm not saying any accolades or anything. I'm just saying, do you think he keeps the job into next year?
4-13, yes.
Okay, 4-13. You're going to say yes? Okay.
Okay.
What about you, Phil? How do you think Baker Mayfield does this year?
I think he'll be good enough to keep the job because there's no other options, to be honest.
Okay.
Sam Darnold's injured and he hasn't performed since he's been there. PJ Walker, a former XFL quarterback, I don't know if he's still on the team. They're having talks about bringing back Cam Newton yet again. So, I mean, if you look at all the options, Sam Darnold.
They can draft next year, right? Can't they draft a quarterback?
Yeah, they can, but is there? Well, Bryce Young from Alabama could be an option. So maybe it depends how bad he does, to be honest. But I think he's their bridge quarterback until they find that potential quarterback. And then Akeem's typing. Okay, I got you.
2 seconds.
Okay. So Akeem says Baker Mayfield, more like Baker of turnovers.
Never
overrated quarterback.
Oh, there he is. I hear you now. Go ahead.
Oh my God! Thank you, Jesus.
Baker of Apple turnovers.
Apple turnovers.
You only gotta hear you. Put the microphone part to your lips.
Okay.
Whatever you're recording with.
Okay. Now that the translation for Akeem segment is done for the show.
Oh my God. Okay, so back to what I was saying about Tom Brady. I've lost my train of thought. No, I don't think he's gonna retire this year.
Okay.
Do I want him to? Yes, but that's just because I'm selfish.
Who wouldn't? You know.
Correct.
I'll paraphrase it for Akeem.
That's a compliment to Tom Brady.
Correct. I want him to retire so we no longer have to compete with him, not because I think he's a bad person or a bad player. So no, I don't think he's gonna retire. I fully see him playing this year, and once they recharge his heart after the game, after the season's over, or replace the batteries or whatever they do with the robots, then he'll be playing for the next 20 years. I think Tom Brady is gonna outlast all of us.
Akeem, as an expert of throwing shade and other various topics, did you hear the theory about how Tom Brady's face looks from February of this year and as of right now? I know.
No, what theory?
So apparently, rumors has it Tom Brady went through a facial structure procedure. That's why he was out.
Is that like a real thing, or are you just talking right now?
It's just rumors I've seen. It's just jokes rumors I've seen. I just wanted to see if there's any jokes that we made of this.
No, not.
I can show you. I'll show you guys.
But why would he? Why? I don't get the significance of that being a thing. If that doesn't affect how he plays, then why would I care? I don't.
I'm saying he's trying to look younger, so they keep him in the league longer.
Who cares? Well,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't care.
Method. Yeah.
I think Akeem's right on the money where it comes to
a filter on one of them cameras. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I'm sorry.
Right. So about Baker. Then.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
How do you think Baker Mayfield will succeed enough to become the quarterback next year for the Panthers, and how well will he do this year? Will he do well?
Who's their other option?
Sam Darnold.
Samuel Darnoldson.
Who is their other option?
Paul Walker. Is that what his name is? No, that's not.
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker. That's what it is.
Are they still there?
I think so.
I thought Matt Corral was QB3.
Matt Corral's injured for the whole year because of injury.
So I think Baker. And that's tough because I mean I don't think he's great, but I think he's gonna be decent enough to potentially hold on to his job.
Okay.
I don't see him leading them to the promised land, but they're gonna. This is gonna sound bad, but I mean it in a positive light. They're gonna get New England the Justice here.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to predict he'll do amazing. I'm just saying if he's used more of the quarterback he really is, of kind of a supporting quarterback, right? A game manager. You know what I mean? If McCaffrey doesn't go down and DJ Moore has a great connection, Robbie Anderson shows up for once. You know what I mean? If that all happens,
season where he showed
maybe
up.
he'll have a decent year.
I know, because
You know what I mean? But it's just, I don't know. It's go ahead.
You think the Panthers are gonna win more games than the Jets?
That's also me because
that's a really hard question because, like you said, we're talking about the 5.5 games, but I don't know. I want to see what happens. I think Baker got a bad shot in Cleveland. I don't trust Cleveland anymore. After you gave that massive contract to Deshaun Watson, didn't know about whatever. I just like
and how you treated LeBron
60% of the time in the last year. Like there were games where he threw like 70 passes, like with a hurt shoulder. Like why are we doing that? Do you know what I mean? Like with that run game in Cleveland, why did they not pound it? Why is Kareem Hunt didn't have more rushing yards? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying that they had options.
Yo, Phil.
I feel like they threw Baker under the bus. That's me. I don't know.
No,
I say this about Cleveland. I don't think that they threw Baker under the bus. I really feel like he stopped like looking downfield, I would say. I feel like he only looked for checkdowns really.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what hurt them the most because, I mean, if you're not going to be a threat to go downfield at all, then we're not going to defend that. We'll defend all these checkdowns. We'll defend the run game and stifle you up. I just feel like Baker, granted, he did have a hurt shoulder last year, so that's probably why. I feel like the Panthers are going to be the same team that they were last year, though. They're not going to improve drastically, like, because Baker's behind. I mean, Baker and Sam Darnold.
You'd say Baker, don't you think he's an upgrade over Sam Darnold?
Me personally?
I say so.
Yeah,
I would say yes.
I mean, I'm a Jets fan. I don't like Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel bad, but
at the same time, you know, we're talking about the Panthers who only have DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
they're healthy,
and their defense is putrid. So
definitely not the best. So
I feel like them and like I feel like the Jets are going to be better than them this year.
Okay, all right. I like that point because I kind of agree. I hope the Jets are better than them this year, but I think
I hope so too. I got money on this.
Baker is his first year on the Panthers. You know what I mean? And maybe they do something. You never know.
I just think the Panthers and the Cowboys are going to be on the same level this year. You feel me? So
yeah. I mean, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win that division now? That's my last question.
The NFC South?
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't the Bucks, but I got like the only other option would be the Saints because
I mean, Jameis got LASIK surgery on his eyes, so he'll throw less picks now.
Also,
you know
side note.
That's hearsay.
No, I'm being real. That's a real fact.
Oh no, he did.
You really think
him getting the LASIK? Yes, that's a fact. But him throwing less picks, that's still hearsay. We don't know.
So? You think that?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, he didn't perform that bad until he got injured last year.
It was 5-2 when he went down. No.
I'm just saying, like, I think he struggled with the deep ball. Like,
he didn't throw that many interceptions either.
We're saying, you know what I mean, with quarterbacks who struggle. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think this year though is different though because now he has Michael Thomas.
Yes,
he does have Jarvis Landry.
He's got Olave, rookie.
Chris Olave. Kamara's gonna be there.
I have him.
You know, we have a decision on what happens.
They have a decent defense. You know what I mean?
Like that.
I'll say top 10, top 7.
They could be a wild card team if they don't win the division.
So you don't think they win the division? You think Tampa Bay wins the division?
I think it's gonna be Bucks, Saints, Falcons, and Panthers.
I think it'll be Bucks, Saints, Panthers, Falcons.
Okay, I like that. What about you?
I think the Falcons go 0-17. If I'm
that's good for them, to be honest.
That's a take. I like that take, but that's a take. Ooh.
Oh, hey, that's draft picks for them.
Take up the shade fan. There you go.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
0-17. That's crazy.
Akeem, who you? Come on. What do you think?
I don't think the Falcons are gonna do that bad. Obviously,
he said 1-16.
No, they're gonna.
2-15. My bad.
They win 4 games, maybe.
I was just about to say they're gonna at least win 4.
I can't say 2-14 and 1. They're gonna have 1 draw.
They might get the number 1 overall pick. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so hold on. I'm gonna go through the Falcons schedule and then I'll give my opinion on that. Go ahead.
So I would still say that the Bucks are going to win the division, but I'm not going to completely count out the Saints because I know that they can win games.
The Saints have had the Bucks number in the regular season. It's just
but I also think the Saints winning is very dependent on whether or not Alvin Kamara is actually going to play the entire season.
Good point. That's a really good point.
I've heard from like sources, reports, yada yada yada. I think they might try to get him for a suspension next year. I've seen more. It's more and more likely that he'll play fully this year.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, and so then this guys. I mentioned this in the group chat. This is what I'm thinking. If that tape comes out of him hitting that guy,
I thought it was already out.
It's fucked. I don't
It's
mean
out.
like that, but what?
It's out.
I thought I saw this. Yeah,
It's out. Like the
Yeah.
whole tape. Like didn't he
It's
hit
out.
more than person or it's out? You don't think? Okay. I mean, the NFL just not acting. They're gonna act next year. You don't think that's gonna sway public opinion enough?
No.
I mean, hey,
I mean,
honestly, we should have heard about it now.
Everybody was talking back then when it came out.
I know. I mean, I didn't know if that was the full one. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something else that
Honestly,
happened.
I thought a ruling would have been done by now, like before the season started. to be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, a lot of people were thinking about that, but
Okay.
For the Falcons
So-
though, I can honestly say like I can see at least 3 wins happening.
Yeah.
Like I think they'll split with the Panthers.
yeah,
I think they'll beat the Browns week 4. And
Maybe,
they could beat the Seahawks week 3. But at the same time, I think the Browns might just run all over them.
they might. That could happen
So
too.
two as the floor, 3 is the ceiling.
No. 0's the floor.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure.
the floor. Yeah, 3 is the
Because
ceiling.
let's be
I
honest.
mean,
like,
I don't believe
I
that,
said-
but I
even
think
though
they
I
win
said
a
they
game.
split the season series with the Panthers, like they don't have a defense.
I get that. Yeah.
Like they have, I think maybe their best defender is one corner,
AJ Terrell.
and that's not really a difference, especially when it comes to the run game. We talking about the
I
Panthers.
mean, he's the second best corner in the NFL. I mean,
Yeah,
AJ Terrell?
I don't know
he
about
was
that.
ranked by team whatever. I forget what I saw today. He was
But
ranked
still,
Oh,
as the
we're talking
second
about-
best corner. Let's relax. I didn't do it. All right.
But we're talking about
Let's relax.
we're talking about 3 teams where I just said like
No doubt, and I agree with
Penny
you.
is no slouch. Nick Chubb is a top 5 running back in my eyes,
Yeah.
and McCaffrey is another top 5 running back. And if you cannot stop those 3, and Seattle also does still have DK and Tyler Lockett.
Yeah.
but
Who's their
they have
quarterback?
Geno Smith, so it's a slight improvement.
Thank you.
I mean,
It's
Listen,
better than Drew Lock, so.
I love to hate Geno Smith. Don't get me wrong, but if you need I feel like him and Jacoby Brissett are kind of on the same tier, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I would say Jacoby's a little bit better.
I think Jacoby is a little better, but I think they're on the same tier.
Oh yeah, they're on the same tier. Yeah,
As a
Well-
as a backup, could be a starter kind of a guy.
Exactly. So
yeah.
you never and
And
especially
I'm a Geno Smith fan. Like I'm a really big Geno Smith fan. You know what I mean?
I'm not.
Like I liked him at West Virginia. I didn't like him at West Virginia. I wish he did better, but you know what I mean? I'm a Jets fan. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. All right, let's move on. All right, let's go to the NFC West. All right. Big question. Can the Rams repeat their Super Bowl run?
no.
You say no off the bat? All right, Phil, what about you?
It's tough to be honest. They have the weapons to do it, but it's very hard to
Yeah,
repeat
defense.
in the NFL.
I mean,
Yeah. You know what? It hasn't been done in a while. I'm gonna say no.
okay. All right, that's understandable. Akeem, what do you think?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. I like it.
Favoritism.
But y'all already knew that, so
To be honest with you, I didn't know you'd say yes.
I knew the other two.
I mean, hey, your favorite wide receiver is on 2 of Elijah's teams, so.
You want a Cooper Cup jersey if you do win that bet?
Absolutely.
Over Giannis? I mean, I don't need to be like that.
Absolutely.
Also, we can talk about the draft at the end of the episode as well.
Oh my god.
Let me say this. I think the Bills team right now, especially after what happened to them against the Chiefs, that team is going to come back with a different type of fire. Especially because Tre'Davious White comes back. They added
we know John doesn't like this.
This is like the Bills. I said this last week. The Bills are about to run over the NFL this year.
Okay, you want to make a bet?
Sure.
All right, cool. What do you want to bet?
John's an addict.
I don't know.
You said I have gambling problems?
Well, I'll admit I have
Sorry.
those problems. Because
Here we
all right,
go. I'll take. I know we're talking about football, but I'll take a Luka jersey. No, actually, you're a Knicks fan, right?
yeah.
I'll take a Trae Young jersey.
Okay. If they win the Super Bowl.
If they win the Super Bowl, I will
If
take.
they
a Trae
don't
Young
win the
jersey.
Super Bowl, what do I get? A jersey?
What do you want?
I'll take a jersey.
Alright.
I don't know if I want to go straight Knicks. I don't know. I'll check in with me, kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
You should just get him a Mark Sanchez jersey and call it a day.
I wouldn't do that to anybody.
No, get a
We'll talk about
throwback
that later.
RJ Barrett jersey.
I wouldn't wish a Mark Sanchez jersey on my worst enemy.
All right, Mark Sanchez, why you gotta call this man out like this? You went to 2 NFC champion or AFC championship games. All right, I know he was scary.
Booty cheek.
If we're talking 2011,
one play. And by the way, let's talk about the season before when they beat the Patriots.
Hey,
if we're
that's-
talking about 2011, John. If we're talking about 2011, 2012,
Yeah, I know, but he's talking
I'd
about
love to get you a Mark Sanchez jersey.
Hold on. He can't be like, oh, butt fumble and then not bring up the year before.
No. 09, 010, they were on some shit.
When they had weapons around him, he was good. When they had no weapons, he was absolute trash.
09, 010, they were good.
And I'll admit that. And he knows it. Mark Sanchez is the first one to tell you he's a game managing quarterback.
Yeah.
So, all right.
We got it.
Let's go on to the next question. Does Hopkins' suspension kill the Cardinals' chance of taking the division?
Stupid.
Yes.
How 6 games,
Life is
right?
dumb. But yes, it does.
6 games? Is he out for it?
It's DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah,
It's 6 games. It's 6 games.
6 games?
I'm gonna say no because I think the Rams are gonna take the division regardless.
Okay.
Even if he was there, those
Yeah.
Valid point.
Okay.
like don't get me wrong. Like me saying the Rams can't repeat and win the Super Bowl, like that's me just saying they won't win the Super Bowl. In my eyes, there's
you're
no
gonna give
reason.
them the division. That's a good roll on. You know what I mean? Getting them to the Super Bowl.
But I think they win their division. I don't know if they win it convincingly. Depends on Trey Lance.
Understand.
But I think they win their division.
Mhm.
But I think they get knocked out in like the divisional round, maybe.
Okay. Phil, what do you think?
Um,
Let's go to the Cardinals. What do you think about the Hopkins suspension? Do you think it's going to affect the way that division turns out? And would you pick him?
Well, like I said, DeAndre Hopkins is one of the best receivers in the league. Everyone knows this.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna see what Rondell Moore can do. Zach Ertz, James Conner, because they gotta weather the storm until DeAndre Hopkins gets back. Because we all know what he can do. But like I said, James Conner, there's no safety blanket of Chase Edmonds. Rondell Moore, he has to be the number 1 receiver probably until he gets back. And then Zach Ertz, he has to go bring back those Philly days if they want to be somewhat decent. So
That's a good point.
I think it's gonna be shaky.
Okay. Akeem, what about you? How about your former? Wasn't he your former favorite wide receiver before Cooper Kupp? Wasn't that Hopkins?
Oh, Hopkins. So the Cardinals at one point were one of my favorite teams, but I like Kyler Murray. I'm always rooting for everybody black, so I was for it.
So Cooper Kupp came along.
I'm still rooting for some black people.
We're talking about fantasy football.
What?
I was talking about fantasy football.
Correct.
Continue.
That's how you root for people. Clearly,
Oh,
I mean, don't mean to be like
I
that.
definitely think the Hopkins suspension is going to hurt them because I don't want to be like, well, who do they have left? Because I mean, I know they have offensive weapons, but let's be real, they're not as good as DeAndre Hopkins. And yeah, he's regressed over the past couple of years, but like he's still one of the best receivers in the league. So I think him not playing for those, how many games is it? Is it 6?
6.
I think him not playing for those 6 games. I haven't looked at their schedule, but it's gonna be tough for them. Like I don't think it's gonna be an easy road.
Okay.
Right. Okay. We got next time.
And this leads me to my last question before who you picking for the winner of this division. How do you think Trey Lance will do in his first real season in the NFL?
Ooh, let me go first. I think it's gonna be just like any rookie season. There's gonna be some ups and downs. I think that he's gonna be a little. I mean, just like anyone in that position, I think he's gonna be nervous, especially since Jimmy G is still on the team. I think he's gonna have that constant fear of if I slip up and if a certain amount of times they're just gonna throw Jimmy G right back in.
You think that's fair?
I think
Okay.
I think the 49ers kept him there, Jimmy G there, because they don't fully trust Trey Lance.
Oh, that's okay. That's an interesting point.
Because
okay,
we know that Jimmy G can somewhat lead this team, and if Trey Lance slips up or hasn't shown like any signs of improvement, they could just plug Jimmy G back in.
I hear that
as a safety blanket. So
I was thinking it was more because of the backups, right? Don't they have like no name 2 quarterback backups that like aren't good, right? That's what I was thinking. I don't know.
Yeah. What about you? I think. Oh, before he finishes, I think Trey Lance will be like looking over his shoulder the whole season to see if they pull in Jimmy G or not.
I hear that. That's a great point.
I agree. I personally think that the 49ers kept Jimmy G, not because they couldn't find a trade partner, but because they're a little iffy on Trey Lance.
Okay.
I think that was a story that was out last year too, that they were iffy on him anyway.
I mean,
So,
I love
yeah,
that.
I think he performs as. I think he'll. I think it'll. I know they gave the job to Trey Lance, but I feel like this is going to really turn into like a mid-season quarterback battle to see who starts.
Really? Ooh.
They're gonna run dual quarterbacks. I mean,
It's like-
very interesting.
Yes, Trey Young also has the added threat of being able to run the ball.
Trae Young.
It's Trey Young. Trey Lance has the added threat of being able to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But if he isn't connected, like if he's completing like what, I think 48% of his passes or 55% even,
Mm-hmm.
they're probably going to look and be like, hey, maybe we need Jimmy in there who can complete 65, 70% of his passes. And he has shown that in San Francisco.
It may be 15 passes, but
And he'll be healthier by that point. That's a good point. I mean,
yeah.
Akeem, what about you? Because I have a thought I like to randomly say. I mean, I don't mean to bring this back to the Giants, but one of my favorite like press conferences ever was Kurt Warner after he came in to help Eli Manning, and he got up right in front of the mics. He said, "Never do that shit again." And he said that because he was like, he's never gonna do anything. He's never gonna announce anything if he thinks he's looking over his shoulder. And realistically, if you look at the Giants' backups through the years, that was the point. You know what I mean? Like you had Eli Manning and you had nothing else. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, you had Carr, a wreck of a quarterback. You had the fattest quarterback in the league. Lorenzo. You know what I mean? The tallest, fattest one. I mean,
Jared Lorenzo. Is it?
Yeah, Jared Lorenzo, RIP. I think he passed, but
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But realistically, it's like I would say if they do that to Trey Lance, it's gonna hurt him. I don't mean to be like that. If they think
his confidence is shot, though.
You know what I mean? It's gonna shoot his confidence. And I mean, I think he might spark just because this is his first season. No one has tape on him. You know what I mean? Like no one knows what he's gonna do week in, week out on the amount of plays he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you have like what 5?
That's a limited tape, though. That's a
little bit of
No,
tape.
he started 2 games last year.
Did he?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, was that the full offense? You know what I mean? Don't you think they improved upon it? Don't you think they got his favorites in order? You know what I mean? For like this new offense that's going to happen this year? Maybe not. You're probably right.
I think the
Yeah,
fact that they're so iffy on him that like it probably shows like there's some things that they won't do just because they know they have to have Trey Lance do it, and
Yeah.
iffy on him because he's not doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
That's a great point. Akeem, what are you thinking?
Okay, I was waiting for y'all to finish.
It's a soliloquy done.
Sorry, I said my little Eli Manning thing. Sorry, I just want.
Yeah, no, you're good. So I definitely think he's gonna have like first year jitters. But like I don't. How do I want to phrase this? I don't think it's gonna last all season. The jitters, not him as a quarterback.
Okay.
I think he's gonna play decent enough to where he can also keep his job, but like Elijah said, you know, he's gonna be looking over his shoulder almost, you know, if I don't play well this game or if I don't play well these next few games, then such and such is gonna take my spot, then I'm out of a job or I'm back on the bench. And I know that's not what he wants, so I kind of think him thinking of that will kind of light a fire under him.
Okay.
So it'll force him to adapt quicker, which will then either, you know, he's going to get better or he's going to fold under pressure.
Mm-hmm. Great point. All right. Well, who do you guys think is going to take this division? Do you think the 49ers could take it? I mean, I know they got a rookie quarterback, but they also went to the playoffs last year and beat Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
I'm going LA.
You're going to go LA?
I'm
All right.
still going with the Rams.
49ers defense is that good where I could actually say it's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
going Rams, Niners, Cardinals, the last team.
Seattle.
Okay.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Are they even an NFL team anymore? Do they have a quarterback?
Yo, I think the Seahawks and what's the other team that's going to be like horribly bad?
Atlanta, you
The
said?
Giants?
Yeah,
Oh.
the Falcons.
Oh.
They should play at the end of the year, right? Loser goes down to college.
Oh, I mean,
Or
I don't even know
XFL.
if they succeed there. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
XFL.
the quarterbacks are that bad that I don't even know if they would succeed there.
Let them play against Bryce Young in Alabama.
Gee, That's like an NFL team, though. Like, I mean,
About
half of those
a lot of
players
NFL
are
prospects, yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Who we got next, John?
Okay, we got the
13.
we did the South, we did the West. Let's do the North. The NFC North. Can Aaron Rodgers win a third MVP in a row? That's my first question.
I'll be honest with you.
He's not
Yeah.
Jokic.
Y'all got it. Go ahead.
I see. I already know how y'all feel about Aaron Rodgers. You know,
Oh,
you're not as high on him as I am.
Oh, okay.
This man,
I'm
to me,
high on
I'm not gonna lie to you. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT quarterback to me, bro.
Okay.
Not in terms of accolades, statistics, but in terms of like accuracy,
Okay.
game managing, and playmaking. He's the GOAT to me.
And performances off of Percocets, so.
No comment.
Don't come in his
I
drugs.
think-
Come on now.
I think Aaron Rodgers, if this team wins 13 games again,
Mhm.
you have to give him the MVP.
I mean, what number one receiver does he have? Like, I mean,
he has Hall of Fame
Oh,
wide
yeah,
receiver,
Sam
Alan
Watson.
Lazard.
and
Alan
wouldn't he be
Lazard.
the first person to ever do this? I don't think there's ever been anyone in any sport that's taken home 3 unanimous MVPs.
Listen,
Back to back to back, no.
if
Back to
Aaron
back.
Rodgers-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if Aaron Rodgers can win 13 games with this team, get the number 1 seed or whatever,
Yeah.
he's the MVP and he's going down as the GOAT. I don't care.
Why do you feel
Okay.
like Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain? did
Solid
that?
point. I'm
About
personally
who?
Favre over Rodgers. I do think Rodgers is amazing, but I just all right. I see you. I see your point. All right. So what do you think?
If that does happen, he does deserve to get the MVP, like Elijah said.
You're saying
Like,
12 wins MVP season?
Yeah, your best weapons are running backs and AJ Dillon and Kamara. I mean, sorry, not Kamara, Aaron
I'll
Jones.
say 13 because there's 18 this year, so you would get 5 losses. You know
That's
what I'm
not
saying?
bad, to be honest. Also,
What do you
Watkins
mean it's 18?
was
It's 18 games?
18 games this year. Yeah, that's why
I
there's
thought it was
3.
17.
Didn't they move one up? No. Am I messing that
It's
up?
17,
sorry.
bro.
17,
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
bad.
I
My
was
bad.
gonna say, hold on, I thought it was 17.
I mixed it up. My bad.
They get
I'm
it
sorry.
right.
Did you guys see that
fast.
tweet about the 82-game NFL season?
Yeah, you'd need like 6 quarterbacks.
The retweets on that tweet, I mean, the quote tweets, oh my gosh, bro.
Right.
I was
Oh,
crying.
going back to that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
Mixing that up.
all their best weapons are running backs. Tunyon coming off of injury. You got Watkins, Lazard. I mean, not number ones in any offense besides the Packers.
And the Ravens.
They got Dobson. They got.
I think Bateman over what?
They got Packers got some people.
I would take
right?
Watkins over the rookies.
Would
over
you?
Bateman.
I don't know about that. Just because I think their second round pick's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right.
So not a very good cast. If he does pull this off, he does deserve MVP, but I don't see it happening.
Okay.
So I'm saying no.
Akeem, what about you?
I was hoping that the Packers wouldn't be the first team we talked about. But okay, that's fine.
It's history. That's why.
So when Elijah said that he knew how we felt about Aaron Rodgers, that made me laugh because I've never been a Giant fan. Like I didn't even think he deserved MVP last year. So
Really? Okay.
correct. But that's just me. Like I'm not a big fan of him. I don't get the hype. But that's just me. I don't think he's terrible. Like obviously I know he's better than most of the people that are in the NFL, most of the quarterbacks that are in the NFL currently. Yes. I'm confused. I'm confused.
I'm befuddled.
Well, I mean, this is where
Thank you. Like I just
The disrespect.
this is where I have my question. Elijah's been ranking some of the teams, so let's just talk about the other teams in his division. You got the Lions, you got the Bears, and you got Minnesota. All not so great teams.
Let's go Lions.
You find anyone coming up? Is that who you're picking?
Nah. Let's go Lions. Let's go Lions.
Time out. Skirt back up. So are you picking the Lions over the Packers? Because I need
No. We're just talking about. We're saying the Packers are probably number one
as a sleeper team.
What are the 2, 3, 4? That's my question to you.
Oh, for me, I'm gonna say Packers, Lions, Vikings, and then Bears.
Okay.
It's gonna be close between Lions and Vikings. They'll probably 1 or 2 games.
Do you think one of those teams makes the playoffs? And do you think? I mean,
Detroit.
Okay, I'm just saying if they do make the playoffs, they'll be a wild card and they have to compete, and especially in the NFC because you got all these other teams.
And then they will be humbly bounced out.
I mean, they might be. Who knows? But I'm just saying, like, do you think they – I mean, if Rodgers doesn't have a number one receiver, you know what I mean? Do you think there's even a chance of competitive – like, to – we don't see the Packers in the playoffs this year?
Honestly, this is the best chance for the Vikings or the Lions to actually try to take the division crown.
Okay. Well, that's
in a while, so it's possible. I'm not saying it's completely possible, but
it's probably not going to happen.
It's been the best chance they've had in the last 4 years. So.
Yeah. I mean –
All right.
This is no disrespect to Aaron Rodgers. I think he's an amazing quarterback. I think he's right. If he wins 12 games, he deserves MVP, and he'd be the first 3-time MVP ever in a sport. But I mean, and that's like, I mean, you got one Super Bowl, but 3 MVPs in a row. I mean,
3-time back to back. Yeah.
It's almost like Steph Curry going unanimous. You know what I mean? Like that's a debating chip you take to the table when it's all done. And you know what I mean? And I think he will win this division. I think he will do those 12 games, and they will.
I'm gonna say this. Even though I just said let's go Lions, it's gonna be Packers. Vikings.
Yeah. We have to talk about who's gonna win the division too. So that's
So Packers win. I think the Vikings second. Lions third.
Really? You wouldn't go Lions over Vikings?
No, I don't.
Even though you're rooting for the Lions.
I'm rooting for the Lions. I love the Lions, but I will say that I do think Kirk Cousins is like a top 12 QB.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that man is good.
I mean, I think didn't they change their offensive coordinator this year? I'm pretty sure.
You like that?
I'm not sure. I don't follow the Vikings like that because I don't care about it.
I'm pretty sure there was a change in the offense, though, that he will be better this year. That's what people have been saying because Justin Jefferson's going to.
Here's the thing: you have Justin Jefferson, who's probably a top 5 wide receiver as well. Adam Thielen, who's probably the best number 2 wide receiver in the league, if I'm being honest. No, I lied. Allen Robinson might be better than him. But Allen, as a number 2,
he's a number 2 in the city he grew up in. Like he was a former number 1, just demoted to 2 this year, realistically.
No, I think.
Maybe last year was demoted to 2, but like
I think Diggs probably had Thielen at 2.
Wait, what? You think Diggs had Thielen at 2?
I think Diggs was the number 1.
About it. I mean, that's why Diggs is in Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think Thielen won that job. I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I
think the Vikings lost that trade.
I don't think they lost that trade.
Well, did they get just Jefferson out of it?
Yeah, that's what they got. Yeah, they got the high draft pick.
Maybe they didn't lose the trade.
I
but
think
Yeah. I mean, you're saying you would have kept Diggs over Thielen. Realistically, that's what you're saying.
Huh?
You would have kept Diggs over Thielen.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Diggs over Jefferson too, but that's another conversation.
I'm just saying, Adam Thielen, like business-wise, he was just so good for them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
He's from that area. He's taking less money. You know what I mean?
I got a Thielen.
I understand that, but like that offense, like that's a really crazy offense when you really think about it. And their defense is not like their defense is probably in the top half of the league.
Well, and then that's my question to you. If Kirk Cousins you got Dalvin Cook at running back, you got Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. Why are they not winning games?
Irv Smith Jr.
When are we going to start holding this against Kirk Cousins that he's not competing against Aaron Rodgers for the division? That's all I'm saying.
But all the games that they lose, Kirk Cousins is not always the problem.
I mean,
he can't. Also, that defense has been spotty a lot.
You think so? I don't think.
I think if we're being honest,
like if we in the better half of the league.
You're talking about why is he not compete with Aaron Rodgers?
Like what I'm saying is why is the whole Vikings
7 interceptions? Do you know what their record was?
Also, that O-line is trash. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay, their O-line is pretty bad.
Basura.
I mean that's probably the end all be all reason why they're not competing with the Packers in the division race. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying.
But it's also the fact that like the Packers beat them twice a year.
Yeah. But they shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like
yes, they should.
No, Kirk Cousins should bring them back, bro. Like
well,
we're talking about.
He threw 7 interceptions last year. That's
first like 33 touchdowns.
I get that, but they have
touchdowns, right?
So you can't say he should.
How many touchdowns did he have?
He's not turning the ball over. That's not
How many touchdowns did he have?
Touchdowns?
Huh?
How many touchdowns did he have?
Hold on.
33.
Give me a minute because I just had it on my phone.
33.
33. Okay. I'm saying if he passes more, you know what I mean, brings his team back more, he has 50.
How many pass attempts did he have this year? Because I'm pretty sure last year he had like north of 30 attempts per game last year.
Well, also
I don't know. I don't have that stat in front of me.
Also, it's hard to throw
Akeem has
with an O-line like that.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Kirk Cousins got like what?
And I'm not saying that Kirk Cousins is the problem. I'm just saying that like kind of what you're saying. Like, this is a crazy offense. This is a crazy team. If that
They need a
O-line
line.
can stick together and
They need a line.
just like not let up as many sacks on Kirk Cousins, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like a rushing title would be nice with Dalvin Cook. Like, he stays healthy. Are you kidding me? They could totally compete in this division. You know what I mean?
Let's say this. You know how you're not saying like Kirk Cousins isn't that bad, right?
He's not that bad.
Not
I'm just
that
saying
good though.
Top 12 is like,
You say he's not top 12, right?
I'm
But
saying
how,
I'd like
how
to see
is
more.
Jefferson really producing like this if he's not getting the ball, and especially he's getting the ball
Oh, he's
downfield?
getting it.
Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins
Fuck it,
is
he's
delivering.
there somewhere.
I'm just saying, give it to him more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, feed the
But
beast.
you have to spread the love out, because you give the ball to Jefferson 15 times a game. Now Dalvin Cook's not happy because his touches are getting
Sure.
like shortened.
I don't
Thielen's
know.
not
I
happy
think
because his
Thielen's
touches
good.
are getting shortened.
I think Thielen would do anything for a Super Bowl, and if they could get there, like if they ran like Justin Jefferson, if Justin Jefferson caught a triple crown like Cooper Kupp did, I mean,
That's not happening.
I know it's not happening, but
Well,
he's also so damn young. How am I going to predict that? That's horrible.
Akeem's like, he's not Cooper Kupp. That's not
I'm
happening.
just saying,
no.
Justin Jefferson is lighting the league on fire, and I can't wait to see what he does this year. And if he is a
My first round pick
quarterback,
Hey.
it's going to be amazing. You know what I mean? And it should be a little bit of a competition. But I'm with you, E. I'm rooting for the Lions.
All right. So
I
I'll
love
just
that.
say this. I think the Vikings can win. They should win 11 games this year.
Oh, that's amazing. That is Kirk Cousins moving up. You know what I mean?
So I think the Packers win the division with 13-12 wins.
Oh, that's
Lions,
if they can make the playoffs, that's an insane, like, you know what I mean? Yes, 100% he's top 12. You know what I mean? And he stepped up and he did more. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, last year it's really tough to say, because last year, if I'm not mistaken,
I didn't get it.
Dalvin Cook missed I think 4 games last year.
Yeah.
Brandon Mattinson stepped in the role and it wasn't a big drop off.
Yeah.
But losing Dalvin Cook, like other offenses,
That's
now
a negative.
To
You can't do
not
that.
have to worry about Cook.
Yeah.
And then also, I think Kirk Cousins missed 2 weeks towards the end of the year, I believe, with an injury.
Yeah. Which, I mean, good for him. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be honest with your injuries. I mean,
those are 2 losses right there. That's
I get
just
that,
like,
and that's hard. But I don't blame him for those 2 losses. You know what I mean? Like, and
that's
I
what I'm
think,
saying.
But you
Can't
blame
for the
him
fact
for
that the
the
Vikings
other-
didn't make
no,
the playoffs.
I'm not blaming him. I'm asking him to step up. You know what I mean?
He
I'm
does
saying
step up,
if he
though.
is
He
top
had
12,
33-7 last year. Is
33
insane.
and 7.
Like,
Hey,
those are Aaron Rodgers' numbers. If we're not,
need
like,
you to know that. Like,
I get that, but he would have had more if he. I mean, you know what I mean?
if he didn't miss those 2 games,
I mean, he
definitely
might
would've
have
had
had more.
more.
He threw more in other games. There are some games he barely threw. Dalvin Cook came and he just ran all over teams. I'm just being honest.
but we can't fault Kirk Cousins for that.
I'm not
Dalvin
faulting
Cook's
Kirk Cousins.
crazy.
I'm just saying.
He's a hot
he stepped
hand.
up. What am I saying? I'm saying I hope he steps up and proves me wrong. That, I mean, I don't think he's not a top 12, but I mean, if you're a top 12, you should be doing what you're doing. Like 11 wins, kind of competing for the playoffs. You know what I mean? Were the Vikings in it last year?
They were.
Before the last 2 weeks.
They were until week 16, because he was supposed to play week 16, but he was hurt.
Yeah.
That's a decent point. Who played those games just by chance? You guys know?
I don't remember who their backup was.
You remember who their backup was? Yeah. I mean, you're right. Their offensive line was horrible, and that's one of the reasons why he went down. That's one of the reasons why he doesn't pass enough. You know what I mean? Like this dude, if you're saying he's top 12, dude could definitely have over 30, like 35.
He had the Joe Burrow Bengals line pretty much before.
And that's what I'm
before this year.
saying. Like, yeah, I would agree with that. I think this year, if they step up, they'll do better.
Gotcha. So
right.
we'll get next.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
I'll just say this too. Real quick before we move on.
Okay, well, this is gonna be the good one. So go ahead.
I think Jared Goff is definitely a top 20 quarterback and needs more respect on his name. Thank you.
I would agree with that. I think he's good for the Lions. But if they go like less than 4 games, they're drafting somebody.
I'll be honest with you.
He's their bridge quarterback.
I don't
He's
think
supposed
that,
to be
though. I
their
think
bridge, but he's looking like the answer.
I would say he's the answer. I think he's stepped up. He's
How
done
old is he?
amazing.
Mid-20s?
He's
What?
probably 26, 27 right now.
Yeah, probably. No, I think they're 23, 22, maybe.
Bro, I'm 23.
No, you're talking about the age. I was talking about like the rankings. The quarterbacks.
No.
rankings.
Oh, no.
Not thinking age.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Speaking of rankings, go ahead.
But
So,
all right.
A+ draft. Go ahead.
All right, so let's get to the
On auto
meat
draft.
and core things also about Akeem. This is the NFC East, baby. Let's talk about them Cowboys. All right, first question. Who do you think in the NFC East improved? Oh, Phil left.
Turned off. Okay, bye.
Damn.
Then.
All right, I was gonna say, who do you think in the NFC East improved this offseason? It could be anybody. They all.
Who's going first?
You
Me?
go first. Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
All right.
Sure.
I think every team improved except for the Cowboys. If I'm being honest,
Okay.
they traded away Amari Cooper,
Okay.
and
They lost Tyron.
no fault of their own. They
Which
also
was
lost
so
Tyron Smith last week.
Okay. Well, also here, give me this. How do you think the Giants improved? Because I think they improved. You know what I mean?
Their O line.
Okay, great example.
And they brought a new culture in. With,
That's great.
with
That's-
those guys.
But that O line is going to be a great answer, and it's going to be a big boost for Saquon.
I hope so. I mean,
Like Saquon's first year,
they didn't need to keep Saquon. They were going to trade him. Remember?
Saquon's first year, he went crazy. Then he tore his ACL.
He did.
If I'm not mistaken, he tore his ACL in the second year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes,
So what about you? Who do you think improved this offseason?
Wait, bro, I wasn't done.
Oh, you're still not done. Keep going, then. Keep talking.
But like Saquon, like I feel like that offense is going to open up a little more for Daniel Jones, and
Okay. Yeah.
especially this being a contract year for him, it's going to be big. And
He's
I think
gotta
he's
play.
going to want to perform. So I think the Giants got better. I do think the Redskins, the Commanders got better because they got to upgrade at quarterback. You know,
Okay.
even though he's made of glass, they got to upgrade at quarterback from Taylor Heineke from last year and Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think that offense opens up a little bit more. And the Eagles obviously traded for AJ Brown.
And they got Jordan Davis. Ooh, from Georgia.
And Jordan Davis is a monster. So
Ooh.
He is a monster. Yeah, I do like.
I think every team improved except for the Cowboys, who they feel like they regressed, but I don't know. I just feel like they're still gonna be like.
Oh,
Did you see that Jordan Davis interview where like they talk about how he blew somebody out the water or something when he was like rushing? Oh yeah, that's a great video. You gotta go watch it.
Also, the Eagles just traded for one of the Saints safety / corner pieces, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, very good, versatile,
And they still got
Secondary
Slay over there too. So that defense,
yep,
that secondary is good.
very good 1-2 punch, if I say so myself, because Gardner-Johnson was a lot of fights the last 2 years.
He's not gonna play corner though.
No, he probably play safety.
He's playing safety. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Just a good piece for the secondary that they needed badly.
Should I get my rankings now, or are we gonna wait for those?
All right, well, we ain't even there yet. We're talking about improved.
All right,
Phil,
cool.
your turn.
Go ahead.
Who do you think improved
I
this
mean,
offseason?
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Elijah. But
You think the Giants
everything he
improved?
said.
Oh, this is new.
Yeah, John Dabble as their head coach, new culture. They need to change things up dramatically. I think him as a coach, bringing his system and culture in, I think is already a good step for the Giants because Joe Judge and them completely destroyed it last year. So already an improvement. We don't even need to talk about the players. The Commanders. One thing that I haven't seen talked about enough: Curtis Samuel is getting healthier. That's always a good plus because we saw what he did in Carolina a couple years ago. If he can replicate that with the Commanders, that offense can open up even more. And then the Eagles, like you just said, AJ Brown, Jordan Davis, they got a good piece for the secondary. I just think, the Cowboys didn't do much. They lost more than they gained. So,
well, I mean, do you think Gibson's coming back? Like Gibson's coming back from injury, he might improve that run team. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be the starter now
for
a little bit until Brian Robinson heals from his wounds from the attack.
That's
or shooting. So
I thought Gibson was starting regardless. No.
Brian Robinson was set to be the starter.
He became the starter the same day he got shot.
Damn.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson was a projected kick returner / punt returner.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean,
it
was a battle. Apparently, I heard in camp. I was looking into that because I was looking to draft Antonio Gibson, but apparently it was a battle in camp, and it was gonna go either way. But I think he won it within like that last week and a half. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and that's horrible. That's a horrible situation. How somebody tried to carjack and he got shot.
Yeah, non-threatening injury, so he should be back very quick. Maybe 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 a month tops. So
yeah,
he should be back very soon.
Akeem, what about you?
So the selfish person in me, obviously it sucks that he was shot, but I'm glad he is coming back because I did draft him. So that's nice for me. As far as which teams I think, upgraded, obviously I'm going to put my Cowboys in like 8th place because
Yeah, there's 4. Thanks.
my point exactly.
Okay.
My point at this point, the Powerpuff Girls have upgraded higher than the Cowboys because they've done I don't think they've done much this offseason except for have people get injured, like, which for me is that, like, even if I wasn't a fan of the team, I'm still a fan of football. So, like, I don't want to see, one of, if not the best defensive player on the team go down, and now we are just, up a creek without a paddle. So, yeah, I know we can move people to different spots, and I think now we move, like, Tyler Smith to left tackle or something. But, like, that's not the same. It's not the same as having it's gonna be tough for my team this year.
Okay. Well, this leads into the next question. I don't mean to, bring it up.
No, you're good.
This year, can the Cowboys repeat and win the division? This would be the first time in 15 years anyone's won the division twice,
and it will stay like that.
So I guess so. Well, Phil already answered, I guess. But yes, I do think that they can win it again. And it's not even just because I'm a fan.
And breaks the streak. That's a good point.
I think, like, I still think Dallas has a lot to offer, even with some people getting injured or getting traded away. Like, I still see Dak as one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And I know he has people to throw to, shout out to C.A. Lamb. And, for me, my big issue is going to be what we do with Zeke and Tony Pollard. That's going to be the only thing that's on my mind all season. Like, how that's going to be. Like, obviously, I still know that Zeke is our number one. That's not going to change. But, like, I want to know how Tony Pollard is going to fit into this.
Keeps that number one through the whole year?
No.
Okay.
No. I think he'll keep it for most of the season.
Okay.
But, like, if by, like, week 11 or 12, if he's not on pace to do something, at least on pace to beat what he did last year, then I think they're going to start, giving some more touches to Tony Pollard.
Okay. That's a good point. All right. Well, what do you guys think? Can the Cowboys repeat and win the division?
So is that a yes or a no, Phil? Because you didn't answer the
I
question.
was waiting for it.
You didn't.
I guess that was an Eagle call, so
I know what it was, but I wanted him to say it because he's grown.
No.
Stand in your truth, Philip.
You said yes or no?
So I'm going to say no. I think that trend continues of no one going back-to-back in division wins. Just because I just think the Eagles have an overall better roster right now. They're more healthy. They're a better all-around team, in my opinion, as of right now.
Oh, you're going to
I just think the Tyron Smith injury, the one thing that the Cowboys do rely on is their O-line with Zeke, Pollard, getting Dak the amount of time to make plays. I just think that was a huge blow, and I think that gave the Eagles the head start in the division. So, yeah, I'm going Eagles.
Okay, well, we ain't even had that question yet, but all right.
Yeah.
E, what do you think? Can the Cowboys repeat and win the division?
I'll say that Akeem, real quick question. Where do you rank Dak?
Oh,
as far as what quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Like in the league?
Or yeah.
The top 10?
Think he's better than Kirk Cousins?
Yes.
Yes, he's better than Kirk Cousins.
I thought Dak Prescott was called Black Kirk Cousins. That's how I seen on Twitter. So
What'd you say?
That's like such a disrespectful. What?
What did you say? I don't even
know. No, because it was jokes on Twitter. I think it was NFL News. I saw that there's all different versions of Kirk Cousins in the NFL, and they kept calling Dak Prescott Black Kirk Cousins, which is wild. So
that's so much.
It's just insane.
That's funny to me.
They call Davis Mills long neck Kirk Cousins. It's crazy.
Wow, that's kind of true.
Funny. Oh no, they called Ryan Tannehill Kirk Cousins' cousin. Which is
nice,
hilarious. So yeah, I mean,
so you think Dak is top 10?
Yeah, you think he's top 10?
Yes, I would probably put him like at number 10.
Okay, that's understandable. And if they win the division, first time they've done it in 15 years, it's pretty great stat. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll say that what was the question? Oh, I'm sorry. I definitely died.
Do you think the Cowboys can go back-to-back division wins?
No.
Okay. All right. Let me go to my next question. This might
That's
confuse me.
because I think the Eagles improved that much, though.
Okay. And I'll agree with you. Before I say this next question, I agree with you that the Eagles improved, but there's
Cowboys win?
I keep a little side like jar on the NFC East, so I have this question. All right. Do we think this is a make or break year for Justin Hurts or for Hurts in Philly?
Jalen Hurts?
Thank you. Sorry, I messed up his name. Sorry, I apologize. Because hear me out. This is what happens. All right. Eagles
Go first.
first round picks next year. All right. They didn't give him a contract extension yet. All right. And
I'll go first for this one.
And the Eagles fan base can move on from quarterbacks quickly if they do not win. All right. They improve the team. You know what I mean? I don't want to say this is like a tested year, but it kind of is a tested year because they got 2 first-round picks next. You know what I mean? So they could get Bryce Young.
So going off of that, absolutely, the answer is absolutely. Because Eagles fans are absolutely terrible when it comes to their players. Ever since Carson Wentz ran out of town, Nick Foles ran out of town. I mean, the moment they put up the Nick Foles statue, Carson Wentz's confidence just went absolutely out the window. And I think they're going to do the same with Jalen Hurts. If he doesn't produce a certain way to their standards, which are very, very high for Eagle fans are high. I think it's going to be the same drama with Wentz, Foles, and Hurts all over again. So, yeah. In regular terms, I don't think it should be, but to Eagles fans' terms, absolutely.
I mean, and when I say this, no, I believe in Jalen Hurts. Like, I have him on my fantasy team. You know what I mean?
Me too.
Like, realistically, I believe in this guy. So, like, I'm not saying he should get replaced. I'm just saying Philadelphia is that stupid that they would do that.
Absolutely.
I don't mean to be like that. But
hashtag run that back, Turbo.
E, what do you think?
I think that this year for Jalen Hurts, because of the the Eagles organization, that this year for him is him and Daniel Jones are in the same boat in my eyes.
Really? Okay.
Like, if you don't produce this year, we're moving on.
I mean, I feel like Daniel Jones could still iron out a contract if the coach likes him enough for like a 2-year nothing. You know what I mean? Like less than $12 million kind of thing. You know what I mean? If they really wanted to give him another shot past the year, I'm like, if he went like 9 and something, you know what I mean? Like
there's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out of college. There are a lot of good quarterbacks coming out of college.
I get that, no doubt.
So, like I said, if they don't produce this year, and especially because Brian Dable did not draft Daniel Jones,
he'll
move on.
No, but would you say like 8-9 wins is producing or no? Like, what in your eyes?
For the Giants or the Eagles?
For both. Let's say both. Because, I mean, honestly, I think you're right. I think it is make or break for both these guys.
I think Eagles should have more that should be double digits at least.
I think for the Eagles,
10. In that division, absolutely.
For the Eagles, 8-9 wins is not producing.
Yes, absolutely.
Really, I think that
for the Giants,
that wins the division. Realistically,
for the Giants, I think 8-9 wins is producing because of what they came from last year.
Yeah,
I think that's overproducing. But I mean, I don't like. I'm saying like this division can come down to like, well, in the past, what was it, 8-8? Like, what is it going to be?
9-8, 9-8, 7. Yeah.
I mean, if you win 9-8. Like you could basically win the division. Like
the Washington football team went in with an under 500 record.
I don't even think the Cowboys are going to have under double-digit wins though.
Okay.
Well, I think the Eagles are going to win the division. Like they have to win at least 12 games.
Yeah, but I think at that point the Cowboys do have 9 wins.
I think the Cowboys end up with 10 or 11.
Really? Okay.
I can see this division coming down to the last 2 weeks of the season.
Like it always does. Yeah.
Yeah, it literally always does. But I don't think that.
Oh, it does. Yeah, always.
I don't think that
9 wins.
I don't think the Eagles accept 9 wins as producing for Jalen Hurts, even though he's only in his 3rd year.
Okay, because they got
because they're so greedy.
And
I mean, the funny thing is, he had no weapons last year. You know what I mean?
I mean, Devontae, sort of.
He had Devontae Smith,
wide receiver.
Miles Sanders is not a slouch either.
Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert.
Whoa.
Wait. First of all,
slouch.
He had no finger.
Miles Sanders, Phil. Come on.
I like Miles Sanders. What are you talking about?
Like Miles Sanders?
They don't know how to. No, John. He did not disappear. They don't know how to use him.
Okay.
They barely give him any touches. They split the run game between Smallwood, Boston Scott, Miles Sanders, and another one.
Absolutely, I know they do.
And Jalen Hurts is also a running quarterback.
Well, he's a running quarterback. That is part
of
it.
They didn't. Miles Sanders has the talent. They just don't trust him.
I'm not saying he doesn't have talent. I'm just saying that.
I mean, Miles Sanders.
They don't trust him enough.
I had Miles Sanders on my fantasy team last year, I think, but I had him 2 years ago as well. And 2 years ago, he was producing.
I know. Yeah, he was.
And it's not
changes and everything, and that's when his productivity went down.
Yeah. And I mean, I think if they do that RPO run pass option, you know what I mean? I think his numbers go up this year. You know what I mean?
The Eagles have Jalen Reagor. What do you mean? They got weapons.
Jalen Reagor.
Weapons.
Last year?
Jalen Reagor.
Jalen Reagor was not a. Come on. You're gonna really say? And didn't they trade Ertz last year mid-season, so they didn't even have Goddard really until halfway. I'm just saying.
No, they had Goddard the whole way.
No, they didn't have Goddard the whole. I mean, he was on the team, but he was taking 2 reps.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He was splitting ones with Ertz.
They sat Ertz for mad long.
Yeah, he was splitting ones with Ertz though. Like what I'm saying is, Ertz was taking the 2s.
I don't know. I'm not checking. I don't know my phone.
I'm just being real. Like as someone who lives around here, like when they traded Ertz last year, they were like, "Oh, great, finally now Goddard can eat." You know what I mean? But that only happened mid-season. You know what I mean? So like, I think him for a whole year. You know what I mean? Relying on that guy. I mean, I'm not saying he turns into Mark Andrews. I'm just saying Mark Andrews is a guy who can eat, right? Because he's with a quarterback that doesn't have a lot of great wide receivers. You know what I mean? So I think if Dallas Goedert is that good, he takes a step up this year. I think the Eagles take a step up this year because they added better talent. Their offensive line got better. They added James Bradbury in the secondary, like you said, Phil.
That's
other safety. I mean, I think the Eagles are coming for the Cowboys, and I think it's going to be an attack. Like I can't wait to watch that game, that first one. Either where are they playing first? Akeem, Philly or Dallas?
I think they play in Dallas first.
Okay.
I think.
Dallas better win that game.
I was looking to try and go to the game when they played the Eagles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, next, John.
But their tickets are too expensive.
Okay, so who's the NFC East winner? That's based on my last question. Like, how would you rank?
Philly, Dallas, Washington, New York.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Philly, Dallas, Giants, Commanders. I think the Giants and Commanders are very interchangeable, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the Giants, don't let them get hot. Don't let them get hot.
They got to be turned over first.
I'm just saying Daniel Jones is playing for his life. You know what I mean? So, I mean that could equal 2 things. That could equal a lot of interceptions, or you know what I mean, doing your job the best you can because you have no other choice.
Oh,
you know
did you hear what Colin Cowherd said about him?
I don't listen to Colin Cowherd. He's a coward, if you know what I mean. What he said about him?
He said I knew he knew that Daniel Jones wasn't going to be special because
what a liar, bro. He was the one saying he liked him over Dwayne Haskins. I hate Colin Cowherd, bro. Go ahead.
He does flip flop a lot. I agree with that.
He flip flops all the time. Like, oh my God. I'm gonna send the man some flip flops.
Yeah,
flip flops.
He's like, what quarterback or famous or well-known football player do you see coming out of Duke? Sure, there's basketball stuff.
I know. I saw that take.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's a shame.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. What you got, Keith?
Yeah, what do you got before I go?
So I think the Cowboys are gonna win.
Okay.
Should probably be Cowboys, Eagles,
and then the 2 other teams.
Who do you think it's gonna be though?
I don't know.
You never know. The Commanders could win the division.
Cowboys,
the Giants.
Cowboys, Eagles, Commanders, Giants.
Okay. That's kind of shameful that you put the Giants last. I feel like that was a little unfair. Whatever. No, I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Commanders. But I will say this: the NFC East is a storm, and the last 5 weeks of the season is the craziest.
Snowstorm.
Because they tie. You know what I mean? And they all play each other late too. In past years, that's one of the reasons it's become so like everyone like makes fun of the NFC East because yes, they have some losers. You know what I mean? Like the Giants were bad, the Commanders were bad at times. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to make fun of losers, but like it's also probably the most exciting football if you root for that team. You know what I mean? Like if the Giants can qualify and beat out the Cowboys this year, like it's gonna be awesome. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be
Oh hell no, right? Oh,
Giants are playing on
that'd be
Thanksgiving,
crazy.
and they're playing on my birthday. So like
I'll say this.
I'm
I'll
excited.
get you a gift. I'll get you a gift to ease the pain.
I use the pain. I think the Giants are gonna beat the
I'll
Cowboys.
say this. I think out of all divisional rivalries, the Giants, like the NFC East, is probably like the biggest. Like
It's been around the longest. You know what I mean? Like it's culminated history to a point.
I feel like that's like it's really just like the biggest divisional like headache ever.
Absolutely.
I would agree with that.
Absolutely.
Like
Okay.
Try being a fan of the team that's always being talked about in that one division.
The Eagles?
Fuck you, Phil.
Well, I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
Cowboys, best coach ever. Where did he come from?
What happened?
Like, your best coach ever. Who's the best coach that ever coached Dallas?
Jason Garrett?
What?
Jason Garrett?
No,
Mr. Check-
what are you talking about? No. But once again, there's a Giants connection. I'm just saying.
Jimmy
I'm
Johnson.
talking about
Jimmy Johnson, yeah.
Yeah.
no, the guy before Jimmy Johnson, the guy who
I
who
don't know.
played with Lombardi. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely not. So
Yes, you do. He's all right. Well, Akeem, you need to do some Cowboys history, my guy, because
okay,
that dude-
or you could just tell us since none of us.
I wish I could. I forgot his name. I'm not a
So
Cowboys.
how you gonna come at us? Or excuse me.
Hold on. Let me look it up real quick.
Google.
Because I'm gonna say
Siri.
it. I'm gonna say it. And I'm gonna go, wow, I'm stupid because oh my god, Cowboys.
I'll say this. Oh. Packers and Bears is a big one too, I think. But
Yeah.
I just think that whole division, Giants, Giants, Redskins, because this was before they were Commanders. Like now that they're the Commanders, it's not the same. I don't think.
Right.
But like Giants, Redskins was always a crazy one to me. The Eagles and the Redskins was always crazy to me, and the Cowboys and the Eagles is always crazy to me too.
Tom Landry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Tom Landry. Sorry, I can't. I hate that I forgot his name. Tom Landry. He was originally the Giants' defensive coordinator.
Oh.
I don't know if you knew that. He coached with
Yes,
Lombardi. Lombardi
Okay.
coached offense. He coached defense in the greatest game ever, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that really. Old game.
Gotcha. Is there,
Are we giving the NFC playoff picture too? Are we giving our thoughts on that?
I think that's next week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's next week. We're doing playoffs next week.
Damn.
Yeah. With predictions, awards / playoff picture. So
Yeah, and that includes the NFC East. So we're done with divisions, and we're gonna start top NFL 100. We got
Okay.
two other
There's
things. to
something.
talk about.
Gotcha. Okay, so
No. I have no thoughts on the NFL 100 at all. I don't even know who's in the ranking. The only thing I know is that Tom Brady's number 7. I don't know nothing else.
oh,
I'm not even lying.
lucky for you, I have all the pictures up.
All right.
I'll have to do a share
Tom
screen.
Brady
So,
won though.
yeah, surprisingly, even I don't believe he should be number 1.
I believe.
I think Donald and Cooper Kupp should be higher than him, to be honest. But
Thank you.
First year ever, they put a kicker on the NFL top 100.
he deserves it. Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker.
He's like 66, right?
No, 80.
He's like
89.
88, 89,
89.
That's still insane. I would have put him at 100 if anything.
I mean,
He's that good. 50 yards consistently.
all right. Let's
Okay,
go.
so just to bring this up, there's, as you can tell by my caption, I have a gripe about a very certain spot on this NFL top 100 list. Mr. Trayvon Diggs, he does not deserve to be ranked number 23.
Why not?
And I just think that the players ranked like 24, 25, 26 are light years or better than him, in my opinion.
Oh,
And
Whose phone keeps going off?
It's my computer. The stupid
Oh.
meme thing keeps texting. I don't know how to stop it. I mean, like, what do you want me to do?
Put it on Do Not Disturb.
It's called Text George the intern. Tell him to stop texting in the chat. That's what. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Good,
Like,
so you're tech illiterate.
Yo, go in that top right corner where your notification bar is,
Tell them.
and right under it says night shift, and the one under it says Do Not Disturb.
Oh, John, you need glasses. I did not know you was blind.
I like to squint.
John, you don't know.
Nah, he said it's too great.
Clip it. I need you to clip
too
that.
Yeah, I told that to my math teacher
Flip it,
in
man.
12th grade.
I need you to clip that.
I took some math.
Please and thank you. He said I like to squint. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
know. I've had glasses since the 5th grade.
Damn, you've been blind since then?
My
Oh,
eyes are naturally
I've
studied.
been blind.
I like
I've
to
been
squint.
blind forever. But I
John, my
my
brother, what's up?
but
My
I only
brother!
see vision in one eye. But
Okay, so go ahead.
this was John.
That was it. All right, can we go before the notification goes off again?
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen to say what spot we should definitely talk about.
Sounds
Hold on, I
good.
just gotta pull it up because this right here is a travesty. Okay, right here. Hold on. Share my screen.
The only Diggs that should be in the top 100 is Stephon.
I mean, Trevon Diggs deserves to be in the top 100, just not 23, in my opinion.
You think he's too high or he's too low?
Way too
He
high.
thinks he's
I think
too
it's too
high.
high.
Too high? I mean,
So,
okay.
I'd
Here
put
it
him
is.
in the 60s.
Here is 21 through 30. Trevon, can you guys see it?
No.
Let me know when it
I
pops
feel
up.
like
Joe
John now.
Burrow, is that number 21?
I feel like John.
So, as of right now, here's 30 to 21.
Oh, you're saying Trevon Diggs. Oh, I confused him with his cousin. I thought you were talking about Stephon. My bad.
So, Bosa 30, Wagner 29, Nelson 28, Stafford, Diggs, Bosa, Chase, Trayvon Diggs at 23, Kittle, and then Burrow. Trayvon Diggs is higher than Jamar Chase, Nick Bosa, Diggs, Stafford, Quentin Nelson, Bobby Wagner, and Joey Bosa.
Yo, I think the NFL needs to start putting some respect on Matthew Stafford. This man just won a Super Bowl, bro.
That's
Right. This man just won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Also, this is not the media. This is all NFL players. So this worries me.
Players, though.
Yes, this worries me a little bit.
You have to realize that the NFL is made up with a large chunk of DBs, and they're also made up with a large chunk of wide receivers who either doesn't like playing against this guy or really likes him for some reason. I mean, you know what I mean?
Should it be the same quarterbacks though as well?
I mean, Matthew Stafford is a guy that I don't know. I don't know why he's not higher. I mean, I'll do that.
I don't understand how they
You're not telling me
at 27, but Joe Burrow at 21.
You can't. Yeah, exactly. You can't have the quarterback that he beat higher than him, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Something here does not make
Well,
sense.
hear me out. I do believe Joe Burrow. I mean, in the eyes of players, you know what I mean? Like, he had no offense line, got sacked 9 times in that whatever game, right? I mean, the fact that he could do that,
that means he's resilient. Congratulations. Did you win? No. What? No.
I mean, who's a better team, the Rams or the Bengals?
The Rams.
The Rams.
Okay, so that, I mean, like what I'm saying is Joe Burrow is being rewarded for having a shittier team. That's one of
no, because
the Rams.
How he plays. Let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Go ahead.
Hey, Joe Burrow, put him on the Rams. They don't win the Super Bowl. I don't think.
I think they do.
No.
The Rams, if they were to all go down again, you think Matthew Stafford takes over that game?
Cooper Kupp being his top receiver, I don't think. I know.
No.
I know for a fact that is a hill I will die on. Joe Burrow is not better than Matthew Stafford.
Here's a hill that I would die on.
I'm just saying he had a great season.
Here's a hill I would die on. Right now,
I fully agree. He did have a good season. I don't think it was better than Matthew Stafford. I'm sorry.
Right now, I'll say this: Jamar Chase is better than Cooper Kupp in my eyes.
Ooh, well,
I don't think so. Not this season. All right.
I think Cooper Kupp is just
Brown winner and he won a Super Bowl.
I think he's better as like going against his own. Put him 1-on-1. I don't think he's that great still. Like in the Super Bowl, he was going against Eli Apple. Come on.
That was their number one corner.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
laugh. You got to win to get there. And
wait, honestly, that's not a bad point by Elijah.
That's a good point, but I mean,
no,
Eli Apple is a number one first round draft pick.
Cooper Kupp 1-on-1 with Jalen Ramsey,
also played
or Jamar Chase 1-on-1 with Jalen Ramsey.
It's not like Cooper Kupp
played
average
to be honest,
for the season and then just blew everyone out the water in the Super Bowl. He played great all year.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah. Also, how long has Cooper Kupp been in the league?
I'm sorry.
How long has Cooper Kupp been in the league?
This was
5 years, 6 years.
I was about to say year
because
5.
he's like high 20s, low 30s. I think 28, 29. So Jamar Chase is
22.
This was his rookie year. I think
Jamar
Chase also done as possible.
He's 29 and he just turned 29.
Jamar Chase is 23. Jamar Chase is 22 or 23. Jamar Chase.
He broke a lot of rookie. He broke a lot of rookie records.
Speaking of which, I'm going to announce this right now. There has been a trade in our sleeper league. Akeem receives Cooper Kupp. I receive Jamar Chase.
Wow.
Well, that's how you do that. That's how you do that in a debate, Phil.
I mean, that's fine. Wait, and the sleeper one?
Yes, in sleeper.
Wow,
Okay.
Akeem's gonna get his favorite wide receiver.
In sleeper, not in the ESPN league though.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
Still,
yeah.
it's the league, is it not? I mean, good for
I mean,
you.
John.
That ESPN league, I swear, I'm coming different this year, and especially when DeAndre Hopkins comes back, I'm going crazy this year.
Also, John, their trade's not official yet. It has to go through the front office. So
What are you talking about? What does go through the front office?
the sleeper trade has to go through the front office.
I mean,
so
you don't think that'll pass?
official yet.
You don't think they're good enough?
I'll talk to the commissioner, but we'll see.
That is a fire swap. What are you doing?
I mean, yeah, I think that's good.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I mean, you don't think that's good enough to swap, whatever. But
no, that's good. I was fucking with Elijah, so that's getting approved. So I was fucking with him.
Okay. And I think no offense, but the advantage is to Elijah if people think Cooper Kupp's not going to go off like he did last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, so
I'll be honest with you.
I don't want him with the expectation that he's going to go off like
Absolutely.
he
I
did.
got you.
I still think do I still think he's going to be like a top 5 receiver this year? Absolutely. Do I think he's going to get another Triple Crown this year? Of course not, because I'd be stupid to think that.
Yeah.
But I still think
how often does it happen twice?
Yeah. No.
Right. Oh,
Let me say this real quick before we even get back into that. I'm gonna
yeah,
say
we'll go back into that.
I agree with Akeem. I think he'll still be amazing this year, but I think at the end of this year, the rankings for wide receivers will probably be Jamar Chase number 1, Stephon Diggs 2,
Wow.
3, Jefferson 4.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we could just wrap up this NFL top 100 topic.
You think Jefferson's gonna be 4?
We can talk the draft.
Over Adam.
Yeah, can we wrap this
Adam
up?
5.
Over who?
Hold on, I
Adam
just want to go over this one topic before we go back to the
Okay,
draft.
go ahead. What's the topic?
Okay, so hold on. I just want to share this one part of the screen real quick. Hold on, because just go back to this whole the Diggs situation. I just think is there anyone on this list that you think should be higher than Diggs? Hold on, right there. Share screen.
I mean, you also have to Diggs had a lot of interceptions last year, did he not?
I know this list is
Yeah,
but me. I'm gonna think like at least
Right,
4 people should be above him.
Right here.
Oh, yes. That man right there that they're profiling.
Sure.
Jesus, be offense.
And a lot of people. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, look at that. Oh, man.
Let me say this. I think
1,
Definitely not Justin Herbert. Bring his ass to the back. To the
Stop
back you go.
I love Justin Herbert. He's not top.
I would say 3.
He's
I would
not
say
top
3
40.
people on this
Thank
list
you.
should be above Diggs. And that
No.
would be Keenan Allen, Joe Mixon, and the third one is a toss up. So right now I'm gonna just say 2.
I can say 4 or
Dalvin
5.
Cook?
You don't think Lamar Jackson?
I can say Joe Mixon, DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Jackson, Keenan Allen, Nick Chubb, Mark Andrews all be better than Diggs.
I'd say almost Chris Jones too. I don't want to be like that, but
I'll say this though, like I just said, I love Justin Herbert. Do not
Chris
get me
Jones
wrong.
is
He's not top 40. He's not producing. He's not getting these wins. How can you rank him
that's
so
all
high?
I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Also, before we move on, does this make you question the credibility of players' knowledge? Do you think
Absolutely
lists like this?
not.
So obviously, I think with things like this, their knowledge of the game plays a part. But you can't lie and say it's not a little bit of favoritism. Because if I know for a fact my favorite player in the world is Tom Brady, even if I'm not playing for him, of course I'm gonna rank him number 1.
Sure.
And
and also
there has to be some type of favoritism involved in this. You can't just say it's based strictly off a scale, because no shade, but if it was, Brady would not be number whatever he was.
I mean, that's why Herbert's 40 and Derek Carr, the guy who actually made it to the playoffs in that division, is 65. I mean, I'm just saying. You know,
but Derek Carr, you know what? I'll save that for another time.
I'm just saying, he had a great year last year. Did he not? Did he not have a better year than previous years?
I think in terms of numbers,
I think he's massively underrated.
In terms of numbers, yes, but I don't think Derek Carr is
Well, yeah, you're talking about the rest of their career. Yeah, no doubt, Herbert's better. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I still think I hate to do this because I just use this argument for Kirk Cousins.
Mm.
But the fact that we can literally look at Justin Herbert and see what he's doing wrong as a QB. Versus Kirk Cousins, we can't do that because it's not his fault that his team is losing games. Whereas
Justin Herbert brought his team back.
He's not managing that game properly to be able to keep his. Yes.
I don't know about that. Justin Herbert, one of the reasons there's so much hype around Justin Herbert is because he's brought his team back multiple times against multiple big stage teams. You know what I mean? Like Kansas City, that was a shootout game. You know what I mean? He was supposed to be done 2 quarters ago. This guy's still going. You know what I mean? I'm not a Justin Herbert fan. I'm just saying that's why he's overhyped.
It goes into time management as well, though, if you really think about it. Because remember when the Giants won that second Super Bowl over the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
They were managing that clock, so Brady didn't have enough time for when he got the ball to really have multiple throws downfield.
I mean, that's what they were trying to do, but they didn't even. Yeah, I get that. I mean,
like I don't know if that's coaching or Herbert, but the Chiefs. The Chargers aren't getting that time management to where, all right, the other team's not getting the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not a Bills situation where there's 13 seconds left on the clock. You don't expect Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Tyreek Hill to freaking go 40 yards,
right? Okay,
and get a tutty. But
right, so,
but
for the last maybe like 5-10 minutes, quick draft talk. How do we feel about our 2 drafts this weekend? Because we had one for ESPN, the one Akeem was running, and the sleeper one, the one I was running. I know Elijah's confidence is through the roof right now, so I'll let you go first.
All right, so as for sleeper,
Mr. A+.
Those who don't know, I missed 4 picks because my phone died. Like I was in church all day. Draft started, still in church. I was sitting on the keyboard drafting, and then my phone died. As for that team, I'm not that confident because I don't like my quarterbacks. But at the same time,
to be honest,
the rest of my roster looks amazing, and I'm excited, and I'm hoping I can pull off a trade to get a quarterback. I'll probably have to give up another asset as well, but I also like my bench. Like I have,
and that's in your sleeper league.
Yeah, I have what's his name from the Chiefs, McCall Hardman. I like him a lot, especially because Mahomes doesn't really have anybody really familiar to throw to except for him and Kelce. So I like that league, especially if I can get a quarterback. As for the ESPN league, I feel like that was probably my best draft ever.
You got an A+ in a sleeper league.
Even though I got an A+ in sleeper, ESPN was like that draft for me was so well put together. I ended up with James Conner. I have Nick Chubb. I got Brady. I got Cooper Kupp. My other wide receiver, I have Rondale Moore as well, and he's probably the only wide receiver target in Arizona right now that you need. I got him.
I have Jamar Chase if you want to do a Cooper Kupp for Jamar Chase trade.
No, sir. Not in that league.
Damn.
I forgot who my other wide receiver
Jerry
was.
Jeudy.
Jerry Jeudy, there it is.
With Russell Westbrook.
And then my biggest prize of them all, like, he slid all the way to round 9, and he comes back right after people start, like, when people start going on their bye weeks. DeAndre Hopkins, I have him. And who's my tight end in that league, John?
Waller. I got your league right here. Sorry, the only thing I would say you don't have is a backup quarterback. Let's say Tom Brady doesn't have a great week. I've had Tom Brady in the past, and sometimes the year he won the Super Bowl, and he might be slow a week, and you might think to yourself, "Shit, I wish I had a backup quarterback."
I fully agree, and that's a situation that I low key can go week to week on the waiver wire, especially when he has his bye week.
You could
hit the waiver wire, but
I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might be talking to Akeem about a trade.
Akeem, what about? I got Trey Lance right here.
I don't want no Trey Lance.
Oh, really? All right, bet.
You know what I really want? And I would give up Cooper Kupp for Josh Allen.
Really? Wow. You're saying
who has Josh Allen in that league?
Akeem does.
Akeem does because he drafted him in the 2nd round.
Which threw everything off. I promise you, my whole draft board went downhill after that because I'm like,
really? I was happy you drafted him in the 2nd round. I thought it kind of brought my draft together.
I'll say this in the sleeper league. Somebody was taking quarterbacks in the 1st round, and I'm saying
took Patrick Mahomes first. That was the very first pick in our league. It was Patrick Mahomes.
Who in the sleeper league?
It was supposed to be Josh Allen.
So it was like Tommy all over again last year?
Well,
but it's a super flex league, so it makes sense.
The sleeper league is a super flex, so I get it, but it wasn't my mindset, so it threw me off.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I think the best available quarterback was Josh Allen, and he didn't get picked till 4th.
Well, who do I have in the sleeper league? I think I have Tua and.
I can pull it up. I can pull it up if you want.
You have Tua and somebody else.
I'll pull it up.
Daniel Jones is my other quarterback. Like my sleeper league.
Let's talk more ESPN league because I'm in that league. All right.
Correct.
All right, so if we're gonna keep ESPN, like Phil, who's your quarterbacks in ESPN?
I'll pull it up right now. Give me one moment.
You got
my phone's
Dak Prescott, and you got Derek Carr, who I actually really like.
I'll be honest. If we could do something for Derek Carr and Chase,
Decent.
Maybe Akeem. Like I said, I would not mind giving up Cooper Kupp if you're willing to shell Josh Allen out.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna need to get me another quarterback because I don't have another one.
I know. That's why, it's gonna have to be some real
Trey Lance is available.
What happened?
I say Trey Lance is available.
Nobody want no Trey Lance.
What are you trying to say? He about to light the league on fire.
And so, if that's the case, why are you trying to get rid of him? Keep him on your team.
I already have another quarterback. And I'm the only one in the league who could score double points, technically, right? Am I right? Does anyone else have a quarterback something combo?
Oh, you mean like a quarterback receiver combo?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Or a running back. Running back can count.
Let me get my phone. Hold on.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the league who has a combo double point.
You might be.
Because I have Hurts and I have Brown. So no offense, why would I want to play someone who's going to light the league on fire if I can score double points? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if he's going to score more points than the quarterback that you have, why would you not start him? Because even if you don't get extra points for you having the same for you having two people that play on the same team and they happen to score.
No, but just every single time they score, I would then get for example, like what I'm saying is Trey Lance might not throw a touchdown one week, and Jalen Hurts might throw 3 touchdowns to whatever. So that's what I'm saying. That's where the double points comes in. It's not that you get more points per people you have on the same team. It's that when they score, you score. So it's really times 2. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I get it because that's how.
I mean, that's how you won the league last year. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I mean,
I messed up because I got the whole Arizona offense. What the heck?
Oh,
I got Rondell Moore, DeAndre Hopkins, and James Conner.
Wow, sir.
Yeah, I'm good on James Conner. But I'll talk Hopkins or Moore. Somebody.
Okay, so is anyone else going to talk about their team or?
Oh, I want to talk about my team.
Okay, go ahead, John.
I have Justin Hurts and Brown. Like I said, the doubles.
Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields.
Thank you. Sure. I have Austin Eckler and Harris for my running backs. Harris is the one I'm a little nervous about.
Oh, Najee?
No, I have Damian Harris.
Oh, okay.
37. I think the Patriots are a running team overall, but I'm a little nervous about it. I don't know. Then I got Scary Terry at wide receiver. Mark Andrews at tight end. DK Metcalf in the flex. Rams defense, and Phil, can you say the name because I'm going to mess up his name? It's Young Hoiko. I'm messing that up. Young Wei Koo. Thank you. At kicker. He's the only. I'm pretty sure from South Korea because people from South Korea came to the Falcons training camp when I was in Atlanta.
Yep.
It was news, but and then I have basically the Jets backups as my backups. Elijah Moore, who I think might do well this season. Garrett Wilson, that I'll probably drop. Trey Lance, who I think is going to light the league on fire. I have Michael Carter because I think he's going to soak up some points. I have James Cook from Buffalo. Hopefully he'll take over that role. I have Van Jefferson that I might drop, but I think he might kind of, at least for the first couple of weeks, go back into that Rams offense, maybe score something. And I have Kendrick Bourne, who was the Patriots' #1 wide receiver last year with Mac Jones. So, I mean, I really like my team too. I think I play E the first week, and
yes, you do. See you week 1.
I'll see you week 1. Guess who Jalen Hurts plays? Detroit.
Okay, let's see. Guess who Brady plays?
I'm just glad you got his name correct.
Dallas.
Sorry about that. Well, I'm a Giants fan.
Torch though.
We getting it wrong on purpose, but
that defense is about to feel his wrath. Nick Chubb got Carolina. Come on.
Okay, I can do that. Well, Yeah,
Okay.
Austin Eckler's at Las Vegas. It's gonna be kind of tight. Patriots play Miami week 1 though, so I mean, hopefully that'll happen.
They play in
I got the
Miami.
Dolphins defense
They
though.
play in Miami week 1.
They're gonna lose.
I got the Dolphins defense.
Do you?
Looking scary.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd count them out yet.
I don't like half my line. I don't like
I want
half.
to see them lose consistently before I count out the New England Patriots.
Only reason I'm saying that though is because he doesn't really have a true number 1 receiver to throw to.
Who?
And
Mac
Jones.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, that Dolphins defense is really top 5.
I really do think
Very
Henry
underrated.
is that number 1, even though he's not the true number 1. Like even though he's not like Jefferson lighting the league on fire.
David Howard, Byron Jones.
He's good enough. I think he's good enough to be that number 1 in that system personally.
Who?
Kendrick Bourne, Patriots. I had him all last year.
Myers is more of the number 1 for them though.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers is more than number 1.
No, definitely not.
He has most of the targets and yards. He just can't get touchdowns.
I mean, I don't know. He had, I mean, fantasy wise, he had 14 points, 9 points, 23 points, 24 points, 18 points, 14 points, 21 points.
Here's my issue with the Akeem's team.
A lot of targets.
For me, it feels like your skill players are all second options except for Javonte Williams and Justin Jefferson.
Well,
Oh.
in my mind, because I know I have to keep people. I'm not drafting for now. I'm drafting for later.
Like Bryce Hall, that's a later draft pick.
So like I'm okay. I'm okay with not having, number 1s on every team, but the people I plan on keeping, they're gonna do me.
Also, I'm surprised Josh Allen was your second keeper pick.
This is a rebuild year for you.
Absolutely.
So you're not making the playoffs?
What?
You're not a playoff?
I wouldn't say that. I think he makes the playoffs.
I mean, that's what rebuild means.
No, I'm still gonna make the playoffs. But,
Okay, I'm just saying that's what.
Okay, you're not gonna win.
But if I don't win the league, it ain't gonna be no skin off my back.
This
Okay,
is
so
a
it's
rebuild
like,
year for me, man. This is a get back year. You feel me? I
Well,
gotta
see,
get my
it's
lick back for
different because I
everybody.
won last year.
Wait, okay,
I
so
wanted to
why
care
would
about
winning
passion.
this year. That's what you're saying.
So you chose Javonte over Josh Allen as your second keeper? Because I know Justin Jefferson is the obvious one. I was just curious on that take.
So as far as that, I'm not 100% sure because I think that's how it's gonna work. But I mean, I can always change it. We'll see what happens.
All right. I think the deadline's March, so should be fine.
Hey,
Mhm.
Phil,
So
are you going to trade Dak Prescott to Akeem?
Why would he?
I mean, you're the one who's saying he's a top 10 wide receiver,
I
right?
mean,
You mean
Quarterback. My bad. I'm sorry.
I know he's, but right.
I mean,
but
honestly,
why would I want Dak if I have Josh Allen?
I'm just saying, if we're talking fantasy football league, right? I don't mean let the viewers in on a little note. Phil is the trade guru. All right. This is how he wins championships. All right. He likes to play the slots and he likes to trade everybody on his team.
Can't
He likes
relate
to
because Phil know better than do that with me.
I know, but I'm just saying.
We
I
did-
mean,
we had
he
two
might
trades
give
last
you
year.
more than you expected, and you're going to take that trade. That's how Phil does it sometimes.
But I'm not gonna. Quarterback is one position I know I'm not lacking in because I literally have the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
Also, honestly,
If you're
I
talking
don't
about
think,
trade, let's go.
honestly, I don't think Dak to Akeem would make a lot of sense in my opinion.
Really?
Just
Okay.
because, well, I mean, it all depends, but yeah, I just don't
Breaking
think
Breaking news.
Dak to the Kings team would make any sense. I mean, I just think
Breaking
he's not
news.
gonna
Akeem Phil literally just texted our chat and said Akeem hit my line.
win.
So
Where does it say that?
Wait, what? Did he? No, he didn't.
No,
he
he
didn't.
didn't. See?
let me take a picture.
So with that being said, this has been a Boston.
No,
Football
he did
Podcast.
not. Wait, what chat? What are you talking about?
Yeah, Alex, there's no chat. Hold on.
Akeem. All right.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
I'm sending it to
Not the Baller Central one, because I'm
Yeah. Right. I'm looking
Like
at
I
it.
said, he plays slots with his fantasy team. He's a trade guru.
All sevens.
Right? He's good at it. I'm not trying to say he's not. He won a championship
Wait,
off
it's
of it.
blurry. Give me a
It's an
second.
interesting strategy, but
Okay,
Wow, you meant that. Wow.
Oh, you see it?
Phil. You know that it
Phil,
says
do you have
private,
anything to
but
say
we
to
can
the
all
delegation?
see it, right? You know we can all see
Is
it.
it a private chat? Is it?
wow.
but we can see it, Phil.
No, because I heard you and
my
Elijah
line
talk.
right here.
I heard you and Elijah talk about bowling leagues earlier before we went online. So I wanted tips on my bowling technique from you.
We did not speak about bowling at all today. We spoke about bowling last night.
Yesterday, so in general. So I just wanted to get some bowling techniques from the guy who in his free time.
24 hours to ask.
Right.
Yes. We were in this chat all day today.
Time out.
We were talking in the chat all day today, bro.
He had to ask me in private. You couldn't just say, Akeem, I need some lessons.
So with that being said, this has been another episode of the Ball Central Podcast. It's always great to have all these hosts around in one space, talking football and stuff like that. Next week will be our predictions episode. So what we will go with a playoff picture from AFC and NFC, and as well as the awards. So make sure we think each team's going to do, playoff contender, Super Bowl contender, yada yada yada. So we'll save that for the end. And then also, any last words from anybody? Plug, etc., last words before I end it.
Would you
good luck, everyone, for this season. I think it's gonna be fun, especially with some new incentives for points and things like that. I'm really excited for our sleeper league because I've actually never done a super flex league, so this will be nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
Everyone else in the draft apparently. Everyone was questioning, why are we drafting quarterbacks? It's like everyone was questioning how to draft it like the first couple minutes. I don't know if you guys saw the chat, but wow,
yes,
three quarterbacks in the first 4 rounds. It's a super.
So I also didn't realize that it was a 2-quarterback league, but when I saw people picking them, I said, "Oh, okay, whatever." So now I'll pick everyone else, and I'll get to my quarterbacks when I get to my quarterbacks.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, John, what you got?
Last thing I'd like to say, Elijah, thank you for the second bet of the NFL season. He has picked Buffalo to go all the way for a jersey swap.
John,
I do not pick Buffalo to go all the way. If they win the Super Bowl, congratulations, Buffalo.
This is like a Kansas City Chiefs bet. God damn it. We're about to go 2-0. This is wild.
But he thinks Buffalo's going to go all the way. And you know what? He is great. That's a great pick, realistically. I saw Josh Allen.
Wow.
No, I mean really.
I didn't know you were like
he said personally, I wouldn't have chosen him, but I like the distinguished in that pick.
I like the spunk.
Okay. So what else we got, John?
Yeah, so I mean, other than that, a bet with Akeem. I'd say it's been a pretty good week. I feel bad for everyone who got cut from the NFL team. The final things kind of happened either today or tomorrow. The Jets already cleared theirs up. So I mean, we let go of Coleman. So I think we're done with our rebuild. I think we're on to. We need to win some games. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we cut who we cut. So it's gonna be interesting.
What you got, E?
Like I said, I'm here to get my lick back.
Well, so you gonna say something real disrespectful?
No, I'm not. I'm just here. Like I said, this fantasy season for me, I took last season personally. I'm here to get my lick back.
You made the playoffs. What are you talking? You took last season.
I snuck into the playoffs.
Why did you take it personally?
Because I thought I drafted well, and it was really my intro to Baller Central where everybody just passed me around and said, "Nah, nigga, nah." You feel me?
Yeah, and I started it because that first week was not nice to you.
So, like I said, I'm here to get my licks back, starting with John.
That's why you do play John week 1.
I'm only starting with John because I play him week 1.
It's okay. I play him the week going into the playoffs.
But also aside from that, it's really 9 days until every single NFL team my mental health is in their hands. Each week until fantasy season.
Get out of here. Oh my God.
Okay, my mental health is in their hands until fantasy season is over. Okay?
That's a lot to unpack right there. I don't think we have enough time.
Get into
that's
that.
actually for a separate podcast.
And then last but not least, Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. Thank you.
Okay.
So from me, before I head out, hey, another week with these guys. These guys are amazing. Obviously, they wouldn't be here if they weren't. So shout out to y'all three. Also shout out to our intern George. He's been doing his thing. Our other host Waleed, our NBA specialist, will be back when NBA time hits around about October-ish. So expect him back soon. And I think starting Thursday, IG, Facebook, and YouTube will be coming for Ball Central. So tune into that. We're still trying to expand and everything, so we're making the right moves. So make sure to look out to us on those platforms as well. We'll probably upload our podcast on there as well, so on Spotify and YouTube. So stay tuned to that. So with that being said, Ball Central podcast every Wednesday at noon uploaded. So this has been the podcast, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.